Hey guys, Credible Crypto here with a update video on the market, on the Bitcoin market. Wanted to show you guys something that I noticed here that is quite important. So from my last video, we talked about how we were making corrective move to the upside. I was looking to target the 4.1K area before we made a drop back down to 3.5 to 3.6 thousand. So this is a progress video update on that and where we're at with that. And then I'm also gonna talk about something very important that I noticed, something very significant that could have some pretty big implications. And I wanted to make you guys aware of that because it's important that we always check all the possibilities there and keep on our toes so we don't get blinded by our bias. So although I've had this 4.1 target in mind for a while, ultimately leading to 4.3 to 4.5K, I am seeing now something that makes me think it's possible that we head to the 5Ks. I did mention this earlier in a few videos back that if we did get past 4.3 to 4.5K, I would expect a move to the 5Ks, but I said I didn't think it was very likely at all. And now I think that it's a little bit more likely, and I want to talk about why I believe that. So if you guys have been following me on Twitter, you know that certain alts have been popping off. If you're in our Discord, you know that Cardano is one that we were watching, Bitcoin Cash. They're both moving. Cardano has already hit our first target up. I think it's 20 to 30% from entry, and Bitcoin Cash is just ramping up right now. It's actually, the upside is massive on Bitcoin Cash. But when I was looking at Cardano, guys, I noticed something very important, very significant, and I want to bring that to your guys' attention. So basically what we're looking at here, guys, is the Bitcoin chart, and we know that off the absolute low that we've had in this market at 3,100, we've seen a move to the upside, we've seen a corrective move, and we've seen another small move to the upside, and now we're in this particular structure here. And while I was looking at Cardano earlier today, I noticed something very peculiar, and I wanted to show you guys. So this is what I noticed on Cardano, guys. Let's take a look at where we're at on Cardano. This was our chart. Posted this a while ago, expecting a breakout. Once we got a close above our level here, we got a close right here, and then we did retest it and then continue up, hitting our first target. Now aiming for our second target. But the thing that I noticed on Cardano earlier this morning, which is very, very interesting, is if we take a look here, from our local, or from our absolute low on Cardano, which was at about 2 cents, 2 pennies. Guys, keep in mind this is the tethered chart, so it's not based off of Bitcoin. It was at 2.7 pennies. We got that same move to the upside that Bitcoin saw. We got that same choppy move to the downside. And now we're repeating. I mean, we're literally doing what Bitcoin's doing right now, but we're ahead of where Bitcoin's at. So Bitcoin's currently right about here, and we're over here with Cardano. What I noticed was that this wave structure that we're seeing here is pretty much identical to what we're seeing on Bitcoin. So we have this 5-wave move from the low, from this local low. We have this strong drop, sideways movement, smaller drop, so a ABC correction is what it looks like. And then we have this movement to the upside that is now starting to go parabolic in what looks to be a extended third wave. So I'm seeing this as a first wave, second wave, and this now looks like to be an extended third wave on high volume, which is what we like to see on third waves, with a target that's quite a distance above us right now. So what I noticed was that this particular section looks exactly like what we're seeing on Bitcoin right now. So let's go to the Bitcoin chart. I'll go to a cleaner one. So here's Bitcoin right now, right? And let's paste that that chart pattern that we were seeing here on Cardano, and let's see what we get, guys. So look at that, guys. So this is a mirror image of what Cardano just did, or has been doing lately. And where did that go? Okay, there it is. And I just copied that mirror image here on the Bitcoin chart, and we can see a lot of similarities here, guys. We can see that both Bitcoin and Cardano had this 5-wave move to the upside, consolidations in the same areas, and they both had this strong drop followed by consolidation and another weaker drop. Now the only difference is, while Cardano had been channeling, and let's see here, while Cardano was channeling here, it has kind of moved ahead of Bitcoin, right? So we had this move to the upside, this choppy move, and that choppy move ended up becoming an impulsive move to the upside. It didn't actually, it was channeling very well, Let me hide this again. It was channeling very well, just like Bitcoin is now. So on Bitcoin, we have this very clean parallel channel here that we're watching. And on Cardano, we had that same very clean parallel channel as well, right here. But on Cardano, instead of channeling to the top, rejecting and breaking down, we channeled to the top, and then we broke out of the channel to the upside and are continuing up and going almost parabolic here. So the point that I'm trying to make here, guys, is we saw this exact same pattern in Bitcoin. In Bitcoin, we're right about here right now, and my expectation earlier was to reach this level right about here and then reject and then break to the downside. However, if Cardano is any indication of what Bitcoin plans on doing in the future, then it would imply that we could see a break in a very impulsive manner to the upside for Bitcoin, right? So we talked about our bullish case for Bitcoin, and it was always the least likely of scenarios that I saw, but it now looks significantly more likely, just because if Cardano is literally replicating it slightly like a few steps ahead, and Cardano is again breaking to the upside. There's other alts that look like this as well, but I think Cardano was like the most identical one to Bitcoin that I found, or that I have cared to look for so far. So basically what I wanted to tell you guys is let's be on our toes here. I am expecting a rejection, or I was expecting a rejection at 4.1K, a drop back down to 3.5 to 3.6, and then another move up to 4.3 to 4.5K, which was a sweet spot that I was looking at for a massive short. However, we have to keep this in mind, guys. If this replicates what Cardano is doing, then we could come up here to the top and instead of rejecting, break to the upside, right? So it's important that we pay attention to this channel, and if we do start to break out to the upside, then it's likely that this was actually a 1-2, 1-2 of a larger third wave to the upside, something like this, 1, 2, and then we got our 1. Actually, it's going to be something like this. We got our 1, 2, and then third, fourth, fifth, and within this third, guys, this massive third, we have another 1, 2 forming here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. And let me change these colors to make it a little bit more clear here. So this is going to be our major wave 3, and we'll make this one black. And this right here will be our subwaves over this third wave. And we'll keep this one blue. All right. And then this fifth wave would actually end up going into the 5,000s. All right, so this could be what we're seeing here, guys. We could be seeing the start of a major third wave impulsive move to the upside. Essentially, what we're seeing happening on Cardano right now could happen on Bitcoin as well, right? And this could just be the 1-2s, 1-2s that are making this choppy corrective-looking move before we get our break out the top and into our third wave and onto our way to 5,000. So I know if you guys have watched my past videos, you know that I've mentioned again that the 5,000 level, if we do break past 4.3 to 4.5K, the $5,000 level is the key level here, right around this consolidation between 5.2 to 5.5K. So what I'm trying to tell you guys right now is that if we break out of this channel to the upside and we get past 4.1K, then I don't think 4.3 to 4.5K will stop us if we start breaking out of here in an impulsive manner. I think at that point we may be headed for that 5K target that I mentioned some videos ago. At that time looked very unlikely. At this time looks quite a bit more likely. We're noticing many alts that look to have bottomed out and are now making reversal patterns to the upside. And so if they are sort of a few steps ahead and kind of leading the way, then it's possible that Bitcoin follows suit and also continues up to the upside here and hits those 5K targets, if not higher. So this doesn't mean that the bottom is guaranteed to be in. It just means that it looks a little bit more likely. Of course, nothing is confirmed in my eyes until we break past 6,000. That's the key level that we want to get above for Bitcoin. However, you guys know that if you've been in my group, you know that I'm long on alts right now based on this channel, and was expecting to hold those positions till at least 4.1K, and I may change that now if we do start seeing a break above and out of this channel. Let's take a look at Cardano and Bitcoin Cash right now, since those are the two major alts that I'm covering based on my expectations for them. If you guys haven't been on my Twitter or pay attention to my Twitter, I've been giving you guys updates, but let's just talk about it real quick. So Cardano here, as we know, Cardano here, it has hit our first target. It is now looking to try and close above our first target to make its way to our second target. If we go down to the smaller time frames on the hourly, we can see that we've gotten above the resistance or the supply zone, and we're now consolidating above it. So that's awesome news and excellent look for Cardano. As long as BTC holds here, Cardano should continue up to the upside to our next target. Now, if we take a look at Bitcoin real quick, we can see that Bitcoin is at the bottom of our channel. We want this channel to hold. So if Bitcoin is going to continue up, it shouldn't go much lower than where we are now. Possible entry for a long, I would place my stop loss. I'd place my stop loss. I mean, if we're keeping in mind that this could break out of this channel, head to the upside, even a stop loss below our lows here at 3,900 or below 39.10 or 39.20 or 39.40 even would not be a bad idea, because your risk reward will be massive in case we do break out of the top here. If we just head to this top and reject, you still have a risk to reward of 1 to 2, so it's still not bad. But if we break up from here, you're going to have a much higher risk to reward trade if we go long here with a stop below these local lows. Again, we want to see this channel hold. We're allowed to wick below it, but we haven't gotten any significant closes below this channel on the hourly time frame. So a close below this channel on the hourly would be an initial warning sign. However, if we're going to hold, we should hold here. So it might not be a bad idea to long. That being said, alts are going to make you a lot more money here than Bitcoin, because they are much more bullish momentums on their side right now. So if Bitcoin holds here, alts should hold where they're at, meaning ADA should hold where it's at. Cardano should hold this support level that it was at, and it should continue to our higher targets. So that is something that I'm interested in. Again, Bitcoin's at the bottom. It can't go much lower if we're going to maintain our structural integrity, our market structure. So this looks like a good show for Cardano, consolidating above resistance while Bitcoin's at its local low potentially. All right, now Bitcoin Cash. Oh, just one more thing. Cardano, the next upside target that I have marked is right over here at about 7.5 cents, which is going to be another 20 to 30% above where we are now. All right, on Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Cash, we look to be forming a nice cup and handle here. I don't normally trade chart patterns, but just something I noticed, and it looks pretty much textbook. We have a strong move up from the bottom here at $74. And then we have a choppy grind to the downside, basing out to form our cup. We see volume picking up here on the right side of the cup, as it should, meaning that we should be looking to hit our first target around 230, which is also a significant supply zone. And then once we hit that, our cup will be formed from here to here. Then we'd expect the handle to form with a slight retracement here, and then we'd expect to burst through and continue to the upside to our second target. Now, if you guys take a look here, upside for Bitcoin Cash right now is massive, with another 40 to 50% move to reach our first target and a 100% move to reach our second target, meaning you will literally double your investment if you enter a trade here. That being said, if we look on the smaller time frames, Bitcoin Cash may have right now already completed its first 5-wave impulse to the upside. On the daily, we are below the last swing high, so something to take note of. Let's go here. So the daily is below this last swing high, so it could indicate that we may be getting a slight retracement here. The key level that needs to hold now is this 147 level. That is a key level on the daily that should hold if we do retest it for a continued move up. So the ideal entry here again is 148. We did already backtest it, and there's a chance that this fifth wave just extends and we don't get a retest of this level. So I have entered a small position around, I think it was around 160, with plans to open a lot more if we do retest this 147 level, as long as Bitcoin is not dumping, right? So if Bitcoin can hold its stuff together, then we should see a continuation here to our first target, and then a little dip, and then a move to the second target. This cup and handle definitely took a bit longer to play out than I thought it would. I was expecting the move up to start from here, but we continued lower, consolidated for a little bit longer, but now it looks like we are officially making the move to the upside. We've cleared this key level. Last time we cleared the key level as well, but the next day we fell below it. This time we've cleared it, we've backtested it, and we're continuing up. So it looks good for continuation of Bitcoin Cash. This is the cup and handle is known as a reversal pattern, guys. So this is also showing a possible potential reversal off the potential lows, you guys. This could, $74 could be the low for Bitcoin Cash of this bear market, and many alts may have also bottomed out. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that Bitcoin has made its final low. There is a chance that Bitcoin dominance decreases as alts continue to gain, and then Bitcoin does make one more final low for the bear market, with alts not quite reaching there because they've increased in value against the BTC pairing. So that's a possibility that I can see. Basically, the only reason I'm saying that is because many alts look to have bottomed out now and are making reversal patterns off the lows. Key here, guys, is don't FOMO in. Don't worry about potentially missing the bottom. It's not a big deal, guys. If we're headed to new highs past 20K, maybe 30, 40, 50K, then even if you didn't get in at 3,200, getting in at even 4,000, 5,000, or 6,000 for a move up to 50K is going to be plenty of money for you to make. Again, I'm looking currently for a move to 5,000s, but really can't get too excited until we break 6K, because that's our major resistance level right here. Still have plenty of way to go, plenty of time to get in if you want to get into for that move. But again, we're being cautious here, because although things are looking rosy, Bitcoin may not necessarily follow in other altcoins paths like Cardano. It may reject here and continue down, but things are looking a lot better than they did like a few weeks ago. That's why I'm making this update video, guys, to make you guys aware of the possibility that the bullish count that we talked about a couple of videos ago is now a lot more likely than it was then. Again, guys, to wrap up this video, looking for a move to the top of the channel around 4,100 as long as Bitcoin holds the bottom of this channel. And then if we do start making a break up and out of this channel, it is a very good indication that this is actually an impulsive move to the upside, and it means that we will not only see 4.3 to 4.5 thousand, but it's very likely that we head up to the 5,000 plus level, guys. That's all I have for this video update today. If you guys aren't already, follow me on Twitter. And if you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful, give me a like and a share on YouTube so I can continue making this content. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. All right, thanks, guys.